What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of GH. Um, First and foremost, I am so freaking happy that Ned and Olivia finally are communicating with each other. They are finally moving in the right freaking direction. Thank God. Um, I'm glad that Olivia admitted that, not everything was Ned's fault, that she played a part, because at the end of the day, when two people separate or are about to get a divorce, it takes two to do that. It's not always just one person, it's two of y'all. And I'm glad she owned up to her part in it. It doesn't excuse Ned's behavior at all. But I'm glad they sat down and they talked about it. And Ned even wants to renew his vows with her. I think that's good. Um, and they're revisiting the whole adoption thing. Ned adopting Leo. They're in the process of doing that. Thank God. Thank God. You know what I'm saying? They are moving back into the right direction. Good Lord. Thank you. I couldn't take no more Olivia acting like a shrew and screeching every day. I couldn't take it. Thank God they back on the right path. So anyway, moving on from that, Monica looked the fuck good today. Let me tell you something. Monica looked good every day. For her to be in her late 70s, almost 80, that woman looked gorgeous. Like, I'm just saying. She got style, she got class. The woman looked good. Um, I keep saying, man, Valentine Bodyguard, what's his face? Yuri need to get up on that. He need to call Monica and get some of that. She might kill him though. You know that veteran thing might shock his system. I'm telling you, he ain't ready for that. But he better. I try it. He might as well call it and call her and try to get a sample or something. I'm just saying. Cause she looking good. Um, but yeah, I definitely agree with Monica. Drew got to be careful with Peter. Like he's sitting there talking about, oh, I need to talk to Peter because he need to uncondition me or whatever, or how to break that conditioning. Go talk to Kevin, dummy. You need a therapist to break that condition because I think Dante was brainwashed or something like that at one point, and I think Kevin helped him with that. Go talk to Kevin. You need a specialist for that. You need somebody who know what they're doing. Like Peter's not going to give him that information. Or Peter has the power to brainwash him again. He can condition him at any given moment. Why risk it? You know what I'm saying? When he went to the hospital, even Valentine told him that. Valentine was like, listen, he could still condition you if he want to. Like, it's best that you stay away. And I agree. Like, you're not going to get nothing from Peter. All Peter going to do is taunt him, try to either condition him right there on the spot, or he's going to try to use it as blackmail, to get Drew to do whatever he want him to do for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to come at some type of price. So why not just cut out the middleman and go talk to Kevin and get that handled that way? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would do that. It's stupid to go talk to Peter. For what? So then Valentine's sitting there talking about something, oh, he still controls Drew's share of ELQ. If I was Drew, I'd get my shares back because I don't think Sam sold the shares to him. I think she just gave up the proxy. Um, I think she just gave Valentine his proxy or whatever. But he need to go to court and get those shares back. You know what I'm saying? Like he need to file some type of motion, call his attorney, handle that. Um, I think once Drew gets his shares back and they somehow get Scout shares back and stuff, Valentine to be out as CEO. That's enough for them to have the majority again. So he need to get on top of that ASAP. Um, it's kind of stupid though. Like, how come Valentine can't go see Peter, but Victor was allowed to go see Peter? I understand, Britt allowed him to go do that, but shit, Valentine should be able to go up in there and speak to him too. But knowing Valentine, he might do a little bit more than speaking. Because if I was him, I'd be ready to lay hands on Peter ass. You know how Peter do. He could taunt you and he'll piss you off to the point where you ready to beat the hell out of him. And Alexis had to try to stop him and be like, listen, you need to get in check. You need to not go see him. I love the little relationship Alexis and Valentine has, created over the years with each other. Um, he genuinely cares about Alexis. As bad as Valentine can be, it's not many people in that town he actually give a damn about. It's a handful of people. You know what I'm saying? A very small handful. And Alexis happens to be one of those people. And he told her, he was like, listen, if you about to fall off the wagon or something like that, listen, if you need any help, I got you. Call me, let me know what I can do. I love that because it's, when he's around Charlotte and he's around Anna, he's around Alexis, you see the human side of him. You know what I'm saying? But when he around everybody else, you get that little asshole vibe from him, that little dickhead. But I like that he got that softer side with certain people. You know, because some villains, I ain't even gonna call him a villain at this point. I'm gonna call him a gray area character. That's kind of what he is at this point, gray area. Um. So anyway, moving on from that, I love how Sean just came up in there, nice, all looking all dapper with his suit on, because he published the first article of the new Invader, and Nicholas was not happy about that because the first article was about Cassadine Industries and how there's a big HR crisis going on at the company, and Nicholas tried to deny it, talking about, "Oh, I ain't got nothing to do with that." How the hell you the CEO of the company and you ain't got nothing to do with what's going on with HR? You control the whole company, meaning you control HR, sir. Don't you? What you mean you ain't got nothing to do with that? You know something about it. You run the company, don't you? So basically, Sean was letting him know, like, oh, my team gonna be in touch with you or whatever. My team gonna keep looking into it, and there should be a follow up article. I love it. Like Sean is in his bag with this company. Like he dressing all fresh and stuff like that. He in control. I like it. And here go Victor after Sean left, basically telling Nicholas, if you want Sean handled, I can handle that for you. Just say the word. If you want him neutralized or whatever. I'm like, Victor, go sit your ass down. Victor need to go sit down. And even Ava told him, like, yeah, like that. How did that work out for you the first time with the whole Naomi and Hayden situation? I said, exactly. All you did was create more mess for everybody. That's all Victor did. Go sit it down. That's all Victor did was create some mess, and I'm glad Ava called him out on it, because that's all he does is create more problems on top of the problems they're already dealing with. And getting rid of Sean ain't gonna do nothing but cause more damn problems. That's all it's gonna do. So anyway, I was happy when Sean went over to Alexis' house and stuff, and Alexis is just getting these job offers. First, Sam asking her to join her at the PI firm, and then she getting this offer to potentially work at the university as a professor. Now Sean wants her to come work at the Invader as his second in command. I said, I'm loving this for Alexis. Alexis is getting these job offers. I said, listen, Alexis need to take one of these. I think her and Sean working together would be cool too. I like it. I like this for her. Like, she is really getting all these different career options. I like it. Alexis need to hurry up and pick one though, because you know them offers ain't gonna be on the table forever now. You need to go ahead and choose one. And I think she should choose Sean. Honestly, I think she should choose to work for him, because I don't know if the professor thing gonna work, because the lady was talking about doing a background check and Alexis just got out of Spring Ridge and all her other crimes that she was arrested for. So I don't know if that's gonna work out for her. So she definitely should go work for Sean at the Invader. I think it'd be dope. I think it'd be a good career move for her. Definitely. So anyway, Victor keeps talking about how the family need to be united, and like Victor keeps talking about something that's coming the family's way. You know what I'm saying? And Nicholas finally wants to know, like, what the hell are you talking about? And Victor talking about, well, when I get the answer, I'll let you know. What is he up to? Like, what is this old man up to? Because I'm starting to get curious, and I'm not even shocked that Luke is not dead. I don't believe Luke is dead. They keep saying that he died in some cable car crash or whatever in Austria. I don't believe that. Based off that phone call Victor got today, I don't believe that, because he got a phone call talking about how since Luke was neutralized, they can go into their next plan with Laura. And you know, neutralized don't always mean dead. My guess is he probably got Luke held captive somewhere, the same place he got Holly, probably the same place he got Hayden. He's just racking up bodies at this point. Um I was wondering too, like, is this leading up to a Helena reveal? Like, is Helena still alive? Because it sounds like to me like the Cassadines are settling old scores. Because now Victor's going after Laura. He neutralized Luke. It sounds like he's picking up where Helena left off, or Helena's still alive and they're working together. Because somebody called him from a blocked number, and we don't know who that person was. Because remember, Victor actually might want revenge on Luke and Laura because of that whole Ice Princess storyline. Because Victor went to prison because of that, and Mikos ended up dying because of that. So it's natural for him to blame Laura and Luke for that. So maybe he's picking up where Helena left off, maybe. Or they're working together. I don't know. Because you never know. Helena, she doesn't stay dead. She never does. So it would kind of be shocking if she was alive still. Because when she was poisoned by Nicholas and the will reading and all that, they made it seem like her death that time was final. Like she ain't coming back. Like she dead. But I don't know. She might not be. But Victor old ass is up to something, and I want to know what it is. So anyway, moving on from that, because Nicholas had to get in touch with Ethan because Kevin was like, "Listen, you need to go check on your mama. Luke died." So they need to get in touch with Ethan. Everybody trying to get in touch with everybody. I loved when Tracy was at Laura's house and Kevin had gave her that cup of coffee. Tracy was like, "Listen, this shit is terrible." I was like, "Listen, not everybody know how to make a good cup of joe. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It takes some skill to make a really good cup of coffee now. That coffee you got to make it just right. It depends on who you dealing with, but that coffee got to be just right. Trust me. I'm not a coffee enthusiast, but I do drink it on a regular basis because I drink when it's in season, I drink butter pecan iced coffee. Some Dunkin' Donuts do not know how to make that damn thing right. They don't. It's like 2 Dunkin' Donuts I know of that I go to that know how to make it. But when I go to different Dunkin' Donuts to get it, they don't know how to make it right. It tastes watery. Like it tastes way too watery. You could barely taste the pecan in it, the butter pecan. And I get butter pecan and I get French vanilla. I get not French vanilla, but I get the cream in it. You can't even taste the cream. Like it just tastes straight like watery coffee. You can't taste nothing. And that's insane. Like you really can't taste jack. And I'd be mad as shit. I'd be like, no, y'all gotta do y'all coffee better than this. Honestly, Tracy need to stop blaming herself for Luke's alleged demise. Um, it wasn't her fault. At the end of the day, Luke is Luke. Like he loves danger. He's always gonna gravitate towards that. And I could believe they had that type of argument where she basically went off on him for going back to that lifestyle. I could definitely hear them arguing now in my head because they always do it. But she really needs to stop blaming herself. But I feel bad for Tracy because it's going to be a while before she can get Luke back. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure when Robert gets on the case at some point and they decide to bring Holly back and Hayden and all that stuff, they're going to rescue all of them. I don't know if we're going to see Luke on screen or not. Or maybe they'll rescue him off screen when they rescue the others and we'll see the others on screen. Something like that. But I felt bad for Tracy though. But I'm glad, Laura kept it together and she held it all together until Tracy left, and that's just when she just fell apart. And I'm glad Kevin is so secure in his marriage that he's not worried about Luke as far as like Laura's feelings towards him. Because that was so long ago, you know what I'm saying? But Kevin was secure in himself and he knew and he felt like if Laura didn't react to it, he would have felt worried about her. But the fact that she broke down and stuff, it was heartbreaking to see that. And then when she had to tell Bobby about it, Bobby was in such denial about this. Like, soon as Laura was telling her about the cable car crash in Austria, she knew what Laura was about to tell her, and she stopped her. She said, I don't want to hear it. She got on that phone call Luke. She said, listen, call me back right now. Laura was like, he ain't going to call you back. I felt that when she told her that. Bobby was in such denial at first because her brother always cheated death, so why should this be any different? And I love how Bobby automatically knew somebody did this to him. It wasn't no accident because Laura kept believing it was a freak accident. Bobby said no. Out of all the shit that Luke done been through in his life, and now all of a sudden he dies like this, Bobby wasn't buying it. I don't blame her. She was not buying that bullshit. She said, no, somebody did this. And Bobby not going to let it go. But that's why she got to be careful, though. Because if she looks into this, Victor going to try to shut her up. Because the last thing Victor needs is anybody hot on his trails. So you got to, tread lightly on this one. I love how Tracy went to the Quartermains and stuff because she needed to be with family, and she told them about it, and Ned and all them decided to make arrangements and help her make arrangements and call everybody. Lucky already knows about it. So now they got to find Ethan and get all that ready. And I felt bad for Laura because Laura was like, how the hell am I gonna tell Lulu when she wake up? Ain't no telling when Lulu gonna wake up, but hopefully soon because I kind of miss Lulu character. I really do. It sucks that Laura doesn't have her other children in town. The only one she got is Nicholas. That sucks. But um, and it's so funny. Tracy, after everybody left the room and BLQ was in there with Bailey, Tracy reverted right back to old Tracy just like that. She looked at BLQ and was like, "Why are you still pretending like this child is yours?" I was like, "Oh shit." So Tracy, do Tracy know? I said Tracy know because I remember BLQ called Tracy asking her about babies on the black market or something like that, and I remember Tracy hanging up in her face. I was like, damn, Tracy know about it. Tracy was like, you ain't about to, you can play all of them, but you ain't gonna play me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always said BLQ is like a mini version of Tracy. Tracy know the game. Like that little game that BLQ playing, Tracy already done played that game. She know. She know the tricks of the trade. She know when you try and hustle people. She know when you full of shit. I love that scene. So anyway, Curtis and Jordan are, I mean Jordan. Oh, Curtis and Portia are enjoying the afterglow. They don't win a few rounds since New Year's Eve, and they just happy and stuff that they're in a better place in their lives and in their relationship, and they declared their love for each other. And I feel like the reason Portia wants to leave the past in the past is because she's not being totally honest with Curtis. I still feel like there's a chance that her daughter is his daughter. I have that chance. I have that feeling that there's a chance of that, and she don't want to tell him now. So anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. I think I covered everything. But hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about it, and I will see you all later. Have a great day. Peace.